What's going on, guys? Today we have some more Madden 24 news. It feels like almost every day at this point we're getting, whether it's a new trailer or Ultimate Team reveals, we're getting something at least every day for Madden 24. So hopefully that does continue up until the game comes out. And it is just around the corner, man. We're a little bit over 2 weeks away, a week away, like 11 days, 10-ish days. We still don't know what day it's coming out. Is it coming out on the 15th or the 14th? We have no idea yet. It's just a complete toss-up right now. They really haven't told us. But yeah, we have our Hall of Fame pre-order cards. We didn't know who these cards even were yet, so if you did pre-order the game, you are going to have a choice of one of these players. We have Zach Thomas, middle linebacker. We have Joe Klecko, Chuck Howley. Who else we got here? We got Darrelle Revis, cornerback. We have, it should be Joe Thomas, and then it's going to be DeMarcus Ware, and maybe one more I didn't see yet. I think we saw them all. So Rondé Barber, Zach Thomas, Chuck Howley, Joe Klecko, Darrelle Revis. They already said Revis. I don't know. I'm not even going to try to repeat them. I'm just going to let this kind of play out. To me, these cards, day one, they're not going to be as good as the all Madden cards were, like the Micah Parsons, the Cam Chancellor, the Barry Sanders, and the Cooper Kupp that we got last year, because they had pre-baked abilities and their stats just look better. And, you know, they did, kind of adjust what day one overalls are going to look like on Madden 24. But if we base it off of this Sauce Gardner card, like Revis and Rondé Barber are both worse than him. And it's only a one overall difference. So there's a one overall difference between Sauce and Revis, but it's 2 speed, which is a big deal. And also Sauce is going to be much taller. So if you did pre-order the game before July 22nd, it's looking like it might actually pay off, and you might get a choice between 2 pretty top tier cards day one. Because, yeah, based off those Hall of Fame cards and their stats, looking at these guys, I mean, these guys look like they're pretty top tier to start the year. We still, haven't seen a rookie premier overalls yet, which is going to be pretty telling, as to what good is as far as speed goes. We're all kind of getting used to this new overall adjustment in stats and things like that. But yeah, the fact I don't see any pre-baked abilities, and especially like Rondé Barber, the fact they made Rondé Barber so much worse than Revis is crazy to me. Rondé Barber has 80 speed, Revis has 83 speed. They're literally the same overall. But to me, drop a comment down below. Who are you picking? Me personally, I think the choice is either between DeMarcus Ware or Joe Thomas. Locking up that left tackle position to start the year, and also locking up a pretty good edge rusher. I mean, DeMarcus Ware, we'll take a look right here. I mean, also, Joe Thomas over 80 in almost every single stat that you see right there, which is big. But yeah, DeMarcus Ware, 83 speed, 82 acceleration with good power move and finesse, both over 80. I think DeMarcus Ware is probably the best option, but if you have like rookie premieres and things like that, you probably have a lot of outside linebackers already if you completed the whole set like many of us did. So DeMarcus Ware might not make sense for you, but I do think Joe Thomas, you see right here, everything's over 80, run block 85, which is pretty good to start the year. So, I think the choice is just between Joe Thomas and DeMarcus Ware. And I didn't make a video on this, 2 days ago, but there was some MUT leaks if you guys didn't miss it. It looks like it's going to be Field Pass stuff. So if Field Pass is back, this is being confirmed. I mean, MUT leaks is deadly accurate every year, besides like pack animations and things like that EA doesn't put in the game. They don't miss. They really just don't miss. So, it looks like Reggie White is going to be the champion. He kind of has that like different variation in his art. And I would expect, all team chems for the champion. They've done that. They did that at the end, right? But we have Hopkins, we have Jalen Ramsey. That'll kind of be like the Trevor Lawrence and the Trayvon Diggs of the Battle Pass 4 or Season Pass 4, Field Pass 4. I called it the Battle Pass, my bad. But we also have DeAndre Swift, who's going to be like the Jamal Williams kind of card, like a lower overall. Probably going to be like an 84 overall. I would imagine that Hopkins and Ramsey end up at like 85 overalls. And then, or maybe like 80, yeah, probably 85 overalls. And then probably an 80, it'll probably be like an 87 or even maybe like an 89, almost 90 overall for Reggie White. If they are the end of the season, Field Pass guys, yeah, I could see this card be like a 90 overall. Maybe these cards actually being a little bit higher. Maybe these guys will be 87s, and then he'll be like a 90 or 89, depending on how the overalls kind of escalate throughout the year. But yeah, I forgot about that. We're not going to be able to get these cards immediately when the game comes out. I could see them revealing these cards during that like EA like Good Morning Madden stream right before the game comes out. We had one of those before Madden 23. They showed off the whole Field Pass and all that stuff. But yeah, I can see these guys being like higher overalls, maybe like an 89, 90 for Reggie White. But they also tweeted this yesterday, just some music. I don't know, maybe this is like the intro song, like the intro to the game. I don't know what this is, but there is copyright music playing. I'm not going to play it. But there is music playing behind this clip right here. And yeah, this right here, we probably could have assumed was going to happen, but it is now official, basically set in stone. Team builders are back for Madden 24. And yeah, team builders, if they're going to be viable, it's going to be at the beginning of the year. Does this also confirm that Team Affinity's back? And, you know, those Team Affinity cards day one, they were very expensive, heavily sought after. A bunch of like all Team Chem cards, which is interesting. But does that confirm that those are back? We'll see. And also, I would assume that these cards will probably be like 82, 81, 80 overalls, just based off, you know, the 84 overalls that we had day one. We had 90 overall cards day one last year, so they might even be in the set. I would be surprised if it's 70. I feel like 80 is a good spot for these cards, but obviously the overalls don't matter as much as what the speed's going to be and things like that. And usually there's like a couple pretty solid budget cards, but I'm hoping that bringing team builders into the game brings back Team Affinity, because I'm pretty sure there were some 87 Team Affinity cards, right? Or what? Am I tripping? Was that 80? No, there should be 87 or 88 overalls. Oh no, those were Team Affinity cards, right? Because there was the Corey Davis. The Corey Davis that I used last year, I love that Corey Davis card, by the way. But the Corey Davis card that I had last year, what was he? He was a Team Affinity. Okay, so I guess Team Affinity, I would assume that Team Affinity team builders will be synonymous again this year. What does that word mean? Synonymous? Did I use that correctly? Synonymous? Synonymous. Did I use that right? Or is it like that? I think he spelled it like that. Having the name, yeah, I guess I was closely associated. Okay, I actually used that word correctly. So shout out to me for using the word correctly there. But I would assume that, you know, with team builders, them announcing team builders coming back, this should mean that and they'll be out on launch as well, so that's good. Just like it was in Madden 23, and I'm pretty sure that they're in like the same management, like as far as whatever the guys making the content, like it's the same guys as last year. So do expect a lot of parallels from Madden 23 to Madden 24's content goes, hopefully without the glitches and things like that. But you know, that was bad last year, the glitches in packs and all that stuff. If we had Madden 23 without all the glitches and BS, it wouldn't have been that bad of a year looking back on it until like KO started to dominate. They also put this tweet up basically just saying that the strat cards are going to be kind of nerfed this year. Hopefully we don't get, you know, the +1 speed or +2 speed in February, which we can't predict now. But you see right here, this is Madden 23. You know, it's just like slight nerfs to strat cards, and you know, I'm honestly okay with them kind of going away from the strat card / you know, sprinter physical chems. I was fine with that. But as long as they don't have a plus speed one, you know, strat cards won't be that big of a deal. It's just kind of nice to have. It would be kind of cool if strat cards helped out ability thresholds, and it would be kind of tough because you have to like, EA would have to like monitor too much. But I always thought it would be cool, you know, if say a card needed 85 throw power for an ability and he's only at 83 and you give him a strat card to get him to 85. I thought that would always be cool, but you know, they never did that. It has to be base, unfortunately. But that'd be cool, you know, especially with them nerfing strat cards. Maybe, you know, it'll be easier to kind of track, because I feel like, you know, like they would like mess up and there'd be a card that they dropped and they didn't realize that with a strat card you were able to get to a certain spot and you have like a broken ability too early or whatever the case is. I don't know. I'm just thinking of what could go wrong. Like, you have to do that with EA, because what will go wrong, what can go wrong, will go wrong most likely as far as EA Sports goes. And that's basically everything. Also, there's these field pass cards as well. They have a George Pickens and an AJ Terrell. Probably gonna be lower overall guys, but honestly, George Pickens, you know, he's got good size, and usually a good speed combination. So he should be pretty good. If he's like an 82, 83, he'll be like a card you're able to get earlier in the field pass, it almost looks like. Or I was thinking here as well, you know, the Mud Leaks guy could be wrong on this one. This could be comp pass as well. If you look at the comp pass card art, you know, early game, we'll look up the Trevor Lawrence, for example. I'm not gonna say, obviously it could be different. You know, obviously it could be, but you see how they kind of have these play icons, right? They have these like play icons. I feel like those cards, wait, where am I? Right here. These two cards could be the comp pass reward guys to start the year. And I would already like that. You know, the fact that we got kind of a split path or like a fantasy pack from doing the comp pass is already a better start than last year where you're only grinding for one player. At least now it's two. I wish it was like 8 or 9. That'd be cool. But yeah, it is what it is. I think these guys, if not the comp pass, if not the field pass, they could be the comp pass guys. I would not be surprised by that at all. So yeah, that's going to do it. That basically covers all the news that really happened this week. There might be some more news tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe I'll make a video on it. Maybe not. We'll see. Maybe some more Mutt Leaks. Who knows? They should be drip feeding us information, though, basically until the release. I would be surprised if they didn't. Because, yeah, this is the time for their interaction, as you can clearly see right here. But, yeah, as always, I will see you boys in the next one.